Good morning. Anyway, this is Pig's Eden of it. So for 2 days I've eaten, well basically I've got a slow cooker. Some people gave me a lot of apples, so I put that into this slow cooker and I've been eating that. So I've had that, bananas, raisins. I've had a bit of custard and a bit of cream, but just a little bit just to give it a kind of texture really. A bit of texture and add a bit of flavour to it. I've had a few spices like cinnamon in there as well. I felt thinner from it, but today, wow, I'm having a meat craving. This sounds unusual, but I think my body wants protein, so it doesn't really matter if it's meat. What my body's saying, hey, I want protein, give me some protein. But it knows it's a viable source of whatever it's looking for, fats and protein, I guess. So I might obey my body, and then I'm just going to listen to how it feels. So if I eat this food, so I might do is fry up some mince and onions, put some spices with it, and eat a load of it. Like I say, just focus on eating one type of food. I do still have some fruit left over. I don't want to throw it away. I guess I could freeze it. And then add it to make it into some mix at another time. That's a possibility. I've still got the cream though. I could use that with some eggs and make some lovely fluffy eggs. Make like a scrambled egg with it, I believe. Yeah, that might be really nice actually. Oh, that does sound nice. So I'm trying to obey what the body wants really, that's the thing. But I'm going to judge it on feelings. So if you eat something and you don't feel great afterwards, then it was obviously a mistake. But if you eat it and you feel good from it, your energy levels are up, then that's fine. And so stress in the body is not a bad thing, and also having this relationship with your body. So if the body's saying, look, this is the food this is what we want you to process. It could be because a part of me is injured, it could be that it's after a certain type of, might be wants creatine, it might want something in that mix that it is aware of, basically. What you eat, it learns from. So it'll be an interesting to probe what food is and sort of innate intelligence is what it is. And also ancestral intelligence, genetic intelligence. Talk about gene expression and these other things. Basically, your past experiences from your ancestors are logged down somewhere in your DNA. And in fact, some of your DNA probably made out of that food and replicated bits of proteins and stuff, so your body can associate with it. Because this morning I felt my energy levels weren't quite there, but I was eating, 2 bowls of fruit, and not really, it was pretty low calorie intake, so I may have dropped my calories a bit too low. So yeah, maybe just get the mince on and maybe some eggs. The eggs seems interesting too as well. But just focus on a bit of that meat and then possibly the next day have fruit. So sort of mix it up, but try to focus on one group of foods together as the 8% of your intake, your staple or whatever it is, I like to call it. Because we're all told about like 20% meat and 80% veg on your plate, and then they're trying to get that lower, like eat more veg, but it doesn't necessarily work like that, because your body needs to be in tune to break down certain foods. It's more effective to break some foods at certain times, and the servings you fancy aren't that either. Listen to what your body's telling you. I mean, sure, we can get addicted to food, but what it's telling you is saying, look, I want to eat meat, or I like to eat that or something. Some of us add comfort values to it as well, so they've had a tough time and you think, well, if we have that, I feel lots better. And that might be grab a pizza. You think, well, I don't have to do washing up, so you're basically adding a reward in your subconscious. So if you eat a takeaway food, you can just throw away the rubbish and you don't have to worry about washing up. So you're reducing work. So you're basically justifying the means, and accrediting certain reward hormones to it as well. Then after you've eaten it, you go, well, that was good, I don't have to wash up, and I've had a big meal. But you don't think about, maybe you're thinking about what was in that pizza. Was the cheese really that good? Would it have been better if you made your own? You know, these questions, because then it brings down that pleasure element to it. To eating, I guess, yeah. So it's a case of adjusting the psyche on that at that level. And then if you think things through, you premeditate things, then your body is ready for it. Sometimes it's nice not to premeditate things. Like, you know, like if I walked into there's some type of food court and they had they're cooking lots of different foods. I wasn't planning to do that, but I come across it because I smelt this great food. Then I could work around that and say, well, this is the type of foods I'm into. This is the food I want to taste. And then, hey presto. Oh, pesto. Hey, pesto. So I'm in a jolly mood because I've had a little sugar this morning. I wasn't really doing breakfast, but I felt I'm understanding the body better. That's what it is, the mechanics of it. And I had a stiff neck. Wasn't really headache, tired as well. So the answer is sugar. Sugar for the muscles, sugar for the head. I'm using it as a medicine, food medicine. I mean, I'm all for stress in the body. Introducing stress will make it stronger. But how far can that stress level go? Should you first start working at muscle, and then on occasions push it a little bit? And stress works two different ways. If you indulge in loads of food, that's a different type of stress. You're forcing your body to process loads and loads of food. You think, well, what do we do? Oh, it's like the version of starvation. I don't know what we call it. Fatation. Because it is the intention to make yourself fat, not to remove some elements for you. I might go down here, don't know. Sorry, I'm just doing a bit of shopping as well. I'm going to get my mints. Oh yeah, I do. It's two crazy cars. So yeah, so it's all about the learning. So what I'm doing is relearning from my body about food, which I think is really important, especially OMAD. You don't need to eat loads and loads of meals like you did before. You can do what you like, to be honest, because it allows you to throw the rule book out the window, because you're eating entirely different to how you used to eat. And it also gives you a sense